Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on cross-selling. Before we proceed any further, do note that we publish 3 marketing videos daily on YouTube, so please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's start with defining cross-selling. Cross-selling is a strategy of selling a different product or service to a current customer. This helps in increasing the sales value. Cross-selling is used to sell off similar products to consumers who already have some products or is purchasing one. The purpose of cross-selling is to generate greater revenue from a customer. Another goal is to maintain a relationship with customers. Moving further, what is cross-selling? Cross-selling is different from the acquisition of a new business. There is a level of risk attached to it. This is because already existing relationships with customers can be disrupted. This is why it is important to add value while selling services and products to consumers. They need to get value from the organization. Big firms use both upselling and cross-selling methods to raise revenue. Cross-selling versus upselling. Cross-selling is done by giving the consumer the option of buying a similar service or product, whereas in upselling, an upgraded version of the service or product is offered. Moving further, barriers to cross-selling. First, it can be annoying. Cross-selling can annoy customers if the pitch fails. In this case, it doesn't end up increasing sales. This happens when things aren't planned out properly. Pitches fail when the information is wrong. The firm shouldn't try and sell products that don't make sense for the consumer. This could push them away. Example, trying to sell winter clothing to a consumer who has already purchased a bathing suit. Next, it can backfire at times. Consumers can at times put pressure on the sales team. They might cancel a purchase of or return many services or products. They might also stop putting money into other areas in order to spend on cross-sold products. There are too many options for purchasing. A firm shouldn't end up giving too many options to a lot of consumers. They will end up losing sales. They need to have a well thought out strategy in place for cross-selling. Next, advantages of cross-selling. First, purchase made on impulse. It allows a firm to put together cheaper products a consumer might want to buy. These purchases are made on impulse. Next, experience can be improved. Cross-selling can be good for the consumer. They get the products that they're looking for and it adds value to the experience. Next, increases trust. It increases trust between the business and the consumers. This is done by catering to the needs of the customers by offering them the right products. Next, improves customer value over their lifetime. Cross-selling or upselling increases initial profit after making a sale to the customer. There is value to be made in the long term as well. The consumer's overall value over their lifetime also increases. Next, balances growth between current and prospective customers. There should be a good balance between already existing and newly added customers. This helps a firm increase its profits. Getting new customers on board is always a good idea, but it is equally important to maintain good relation with current customers. Next, cross-selling builds customer loyalty. Cross-selling allows a firm to address the problems of consumers. This increases brand loyalty in the long run. Now let's look at cross-selling strategies. First, reach customers with drip emails. It's not a good idea to sell a product or service immediately after a new customer comes aboard. Rather, a business should give it a few days or weeks before making another offer. A drip campaign can be used to reach out to customers automatically. This is better than using email. Next, wait it out till you can score a win. One method is to help a customer with their project for a while. The goal is to get results that are measurable. If this can be done, clients will be happy to invest more. Third, provide additional services. A tactic that can be used in cross-selling additional services to a client. Example, take the case of a business that sells software. The business may wish to give their customers additional services and vice versa. Next, offer items on a complementary basis or bundle sales. Pooling sales together is a popular method of completing a cross-sell campaign. Amazon employs this tactic in their frequently bought together segment. Moving further, use data to come up with suggestions. Information about a customer's purchases and interactions can be gathered from the website. This can be used to make future sales. Next, offer promotions. If there's an ongoing promotion for services, then that is a good time to cross-sell a product to a client. This makes it look like the firm wants to draw attention to a sale. This reduces the risk involved. And next, demonstrate to customers. An employee can show additional products are used while purchase is being made. Moving further, make use of inbound marketing campaigns. Inbound marketing campaigns can be used to market supplementary services and products. Example, suppose a firm sells luxury cars to a target audience. It can also sell car accessories through its blogs. It can use product description to increase cross-sales. And finally, be a sales consultant rather than a salesman. A firm can gain expertise in customer needs. In this way, a firm can do more just than sell a product to a prospect. The consultant can talk about how other goods and services can meet customer needs. The firm should have a grasp of customers' business. It should understand how it will help their interest. Now let's look at some cross-selling examples. First, Amazon. Amazon has stated that up to 35% of its revenue comes from cross-selling, as witnessed in the pictures here. Next, Apple. Apple has created an ecosystem, and there are people who use an Apple iPhone along with AirPods, an Apple smartwatch, and finally a MacBook or an iPad. And the best example for cross-selling is McDonald's. Most people do not walk into a McDonald's to just get fries. They are there for something heartier, like a burger, or to try a new menu item that they've seen advertised around town. But with a simple question, would you like fries with that? The company has been able to sell 9 million pounds of fries every day globally. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on cross-selling. These are some of the sources and links referred to for the content in the video. If you have liked the video, do subscribe to our channel where you'll witness 3 new videos daily. Additionally, if you want to view these videos in an organized manner, you can visit freecourses.net, where all our videos are arranged in the form of courses. Thank you and see you in the next video.